of Nerd Talk. Today we're joined again by Claire once again. Because remember we did the episode 6 together. And that was our episode 5. Sorry, today 6
Yep.
went over. Remember episode 5. Yeah. So a lot happened since the last time we did the Nerd Talk. That was about like 3 or 4 months ago. A lot. And when I say a lot happened, we had a lot to happen. We last time we did a Nerd Talk with Nancy, we did the entire Disney Expo talk about Marvel and Star Wars. That was a lot to talk about. Today we have 5 or 6 different subjects. The first thing we're gonna do is, of course, WandaVision. Just want to say right after the episode, if you haven't watched WandaVision yet, there's gonna be spoilers in this because we're gonna try to predict our prediction for the last episode, which is gonna be next Friday on Friday the 5th. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it and then come back to the video and watch the video. We're gonna talk about the Spider-Man 3 title, what it means, No Way Home, the Justice League trailer talk because they released like 4 or 5 trailers like in a week or two, and they released one today. And as we see in the trailer, James Gunn, Zack Snyder is going a complete different way from James Whedon. They were the first first Justice League. The Deadpool rated R in the MCU. We're gonna talk about that because that's the first ever rated R movie that Disney will publish. The Last of Us movie cast, Pedro Pascal is gonna be played Joel. And the last thing we'll talk about is Gina Carano, of course, the Marshall and Mallory getting fired from Disney after her comments on Republicans. So I don't know exactly what it was. I think you're more aware than this for me, but yeah. So first I want to talk about WandaVision. I think it was like the 4 nerds over that too, that we talk about everything that was coming to the MCU. And you can, if you go see yourself, anybody wants to check. But I did say in that episode that WandaVision was the episode I was less excited for. I was like, I don't know. It seems like the most boring because I was almost excited for Loki or Winter Soldier. But I'm gonna be honest. Now there's only one more episode.
Yeah.
I'm super I just can't wait for the ending of that show. Now again, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. All right, let's start talking about. So episode 5, we see Pietro coming back. Evan Peters from the X-Men movies. Now, we haven't talked really much. What was your reaction to seeing Evan Peters, Quicksilver, or Pietro from the X-Men movie crossing to the MCU?
I had a mutual reaction because I saw a spoiler, so I really saw it coming. But Evan Peters, when the X-Men movies came out, the newer ones like Future Past and like that. I don't remember which
Apocalypse and Darkness.
Yeah, he got a lot of hate with that. Well, celebrities do get hate because of roles they do, but I thought he did really well. And I think with this show, he was more comedic. He joked around. He was more well, it's Disney as well. It has to be So I thought he did really good as Pietro Peter.
Yes, and I'm gonna say this. I think Day to Future Past, I think, is the best X-Men movie since the original one. X-Men 1 is really good, but and we had Origin, which was really trash. We had the Wolverine, which was not trash, but it was okay. And then we had the First Class, which I didn't really like. But Days of Future Past, I think, was the best X-Men movie. And I think one of the reasons is I think Christopher in that movie was so likable. But I remember back in 2014, and then 1 year later, they released Age of Ultron. People were like, "Why is it so Quicksilver?" People were a little confused over there. But yeah, I was surprised seeing Pietro. Whatever. Do you know why Pietro is there?
So I heard a theory that during Infinity War, when Thanos had the gauntlet, when he did the snap, it opened. This is a theory that I heard, that he opened different portals to different universes in the MCU. So that gave X-Men Pietro availability to come over to WandaVision.
All right. I like your theory that you heard. But if you think of the last episode, Agnes, I obviously I read stuff. I love her so much as the sub villain that we never knew about until the last episode or the end of the 7th episode. That was really crazy. So I was talking on Bingo a while ago with somebody, and somebody told me that the reason that Pietro is there is because Agnes was the one that brought Pietro back from the dead or whatever. You know, she's been the villain all along.
Yeah.
And he said the reason that Pietro was there is because Agnes wanted to confuse her even more. So he brought a different Pietro. Now, the reason it was even Peter's Pietro is because, well, they didn't want to go for an actor. They wanted to go for a filming face for like a big. I mean, I thought back then that was a big cameo they were talking about because that was like the day before they said that it's gonna be a big cameo. But after the episode, people were like, "It's not a big cameo." I was like, "Oh god, okay." Because that was honestly a big cameo. We had a crossover first time for the X-Men through, through the because of course Disney bought Fox in 2018, I think, for like $90 billion. So I thought it was a big cameo, and it's not. But yeah, so I don't know. I hope we see him in the last episode. I think we will. Hopefully we do. Second I want to talk about is episode that just came out 2 days ago. What was your reaction to Agnes bringing Wanda back on her past and basically making her go through everything she already went through, which is why she did the entire rescue, because she went through a lot. And at the MCU, I think she's the one that went through the most. Maybe her and Cap went through a lot, of the accident thing. But what was your reaction to Agnes bring Wanda back, through her parents' death, and go on?
Well, I thought it was really interesting because in Age of Ultron, we got like a little bit of Hydra. We got like to see a clip of them in Hydra, but then we get taken back to like actually when she was experimented on with
that was interesting.
The stone. And then we actually get to see her parents because in X-Men, Magneto is her dad.
Yes, well, adopted dad.
Yeah. And then so we get to see like her parents dying, like what they were talking about with the
because that was one bomb. Because everybody remembered that scene when Pietro and Wanda and talks to Ultron and describing that moment of they waited 2 days with a bomb, and we finally, like 6 years, 7 years later, see that scene, which I think, like I said, it was so interesting to see. They describe it really well. And it's probably no one had in mind when she was explaining that scene, but I loved it so much. It was really nice scene. And the milestone too of like the like a split second, like she went through. I don't know how to explain what she went through. People think she saw Doctor Strange in that moment because there was a guy with a cape. We didn't see any face. We just saw like a shadow. People think I hear people saying it was Doctor Strange. I don't know what she saw, but in that moment, so now there's a theory that she had her power before that.
Yeah, because I was reading yesterday about like different stuff in MCU, and she's technically not a mutant. She's a sorceress, kind of like what Agatha was saying. She was saying, I think she kept the bomb from going off.
Yes.
Because like in the scene, she was like holding her hand up like she had powers.
Yeah, basically, she was basically her powers is basically the Force. Honestly, in Star Wars, of course we see the all red magic, but she's basically a Jedi in the MCU. Of course, that's the WandaVision character, which I really love. And then we had Agnes going back to the first time I think she had a talk with Vision. So I think that was right after Age of Ultron. That one scene that she sits down with Vision. And I think that's what started the relationship. And then, of course, then we see it more and everything where they're dating. And then, of course, she lost him. And here's the thing. So they trick us in, I think it was like episode 5 or 4, when they show us the footage of Wanda going to steal Vision's body. But she didn't steal his body. We saw in the last episode, she just left and let Edward with the body there. So the Vision that ends in this webcu, it's only in her mind in a way. Like she created with her magic. So that's when he was trying to leave rescue. I think it was episode 7, if I'm not mistaken. He was getting all I don't know how to say it, but he was dying basically.
Taken apart.
So taken apart. Yes, like taken apart. Now this is the biggest spoiler I can give you. So in the end of the episode 8, we saw White Vision. Now in the comics, so I don't know if they're going with the comics with this, but in the comics, Edward, that is the villain, now we know he's a villain, is using White Vision to bring back Ultron from the dead.
Yeah.
So now I want to talk. So with this, I'm going to come back to there's one more episode. Who do you think is going to be the big cameo in the 9th episode, final episode, next Friday?
I don't know. I have maybe. I think it would be cool to see one of the Avengers again because she was so close with them throughout the movies.
Yeah,
But
somebody mentioned that to me on Migo too. Like it could be there's like a Rich coming back. We
like
meet Cap,
Hawkeye,
RDJ, or Hawkeye because of course the first father figure she had from Avengers was Hawkeye and Ultron. He was singing about or like I have a button around that doesn't make any sense. Well, actually, one of my favorite scenes for Visual Ultron. That could be the hit. We could see Hawkeye. Do you have any other, I guess, suspect you think that we could see?
well, there is a suspicion that Doctor Strange because of the promo, but I don't know. I'm hooked on Magneto for some reason. Like I'm just hooked on him for some reason because like I've seen so many stuff about it.
Do you remember the certain episode when Agnes has her force whatever, and when she said there's force field around the wall, they're purple. One of them has the exact shape of Magneto's helmet. I mean the exact shape, like it has like the thing and the whatever. So somebody pointed that out to me, because you probably, if you guys don't know, go check New Rockstar YouTube channel. They do breakdown of everything, WandaVision, Star Wars, Marvel, anything, trailers breakdown. And Eric Voss, the main host of New Rockstar, pointed out that thing was just like it was Magneto helmet. Me, if I'm being honest, I think the big one of the Kim that we're gonna see, not the big one, but I think we're gonna see Ultron back next episode because I'm pretty sure when that Vision White Vision talks, it's not gonna be Tom. It's not gonna be Vision's voice, Jarvis' voice. It's gonna be Jarvis' voice.
Yeah.
Jarvis Ultron voice. So James Spader that played Ultron in Age of Ultron. So I think this is gonna be Ultron. I think this is Ultron. This is not Vision. Vision is in Westview, but it's not a real Vision. And somebody also pointed out that they were taking that White Vision, Vision in Westview is gonna fuse with the White Vision to be one Vision, like the way one in total, and that way Vision could be resurrected. What do you think about that theory? That because in the comments again, that's what Vision does. He goes ahead and he merge whatever with White Vision and becomes White Vision. What do you think about that theory?
Well, I think it will happen because they didn't really say if they were doing the comics. Like they weren't like, oh yeah, this is the comic. But I think it would make sense if they did, since
Yeah.
so many fans of MCU have read the comic.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know like Endgame, for example, like the scene where Cap before the portal scene when Cap stands in front of Thanos' army, that was exactly a scene taken from the comics of the Infinite Gauntlet comics, which is, I don't know if you ever read it, but if you guys haven't read it, just go. It's so good. I think it's one of the best I've ever read. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this because I just can't wait. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, I guess no spoiler, but the promo for episode 9 came out. I showed you that before we started episode. Strange will be in the final episode. I think we all expected Strange to be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Strange at that moment has a time stone. Because if you remember, Captain America went back and put all the stone back with their wearer. So he still has a time stone. So he could use the time stone to mess up with Rescue and fix it, or he could do like Thanos did with Vision and just boom, bring back Vision from the dead.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, Wanda saw Thanos do it with Vision, so like maybe she would go to she sees the time stone. She's like, can you do your thing and then revive Vision from the dead? So do you think that would be an interesting thing if they do revive Vision?
Yeah. I think he might tell her to get rid of the things going on with Westview because it is messing with messing with reality, and he's like in charge of that, like protecting the universe from stuff like that. And I think like that will cause because I heard that she might be a villain in the new Doctor Strange movie, like an anti-hero.
That would be interesting, to be honest. That
Mhm.
would be very interesting because, of course, she's the strongest Avenger. There's no doubt about it. It even talk. I love the fact when I think when he saw Pietro, is it Trixie? Not Trixie. Darcy said like, "Oh, they recast Pietro." I love that. Like
Mhm.
they actually did, but she's talking like she almost talked to the fourth wall there. She almost broke the fourth wall saying they recast Pietro. I think she kind of did, right? Because I mean, it's right.
Yeah.
And in which I think she did break the fourth wall. All right, so do you have anything else to add on WandaVision? Okay, so your theory is Magneto.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Ultron. I don't know. I have a feeling Ultron will be. I think Ultron will be in there, but I don't think it's gonna be the big cameo. But I think we already see Ultron in that movie. In the final episode, sorry. But Magneto, if they bring Magneto, do you think it will be Michael Fistenberg or Ian McKellen? Or sorry, Sir Ian McKellen. Sorry.
Michael.
So you think it will be the younger I'm gonna be honest. I think they both did really good with the cast. I think I have no hate. Like Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix were kind of bad movies. They were hated compared to Dear Future Past. I still love Magneto. Those movies. I think they were great. Because in the X-Men movies, Magneto is actually Pietro's dad. Like he's his dad. But now Pietro is in the MCU timeline with Wanda because we never saw Wanda in the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
We could easily see Michael Finsberg in that. I think if Peters was not there, the Magneto, whatever won't be less possible. But now that even Peters is there, it's a big chance that he's going to be there. All right.
Well,
So if you ask, oh sorry,
oh, sorry. I think the older one would make sense as well as because of her age, because she's like 30-ish in
yeah,
WandaVision.
30s, yeah.
So like it would make sense since he's so much older than her.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I would prefer to see him aim the killing. Like, I think he's one of my favorite actors of all time, of course, with Gandalf and everything. So it would be nice to see him. But we'll see. So if you guys have any thoughts about it, let us know in the comments what you think about WandaVision episode 9 was gonna be your prediction. All right. Next subject, Spider-Man 3 title. Now they like I said before, they mess around with the title. Zendaya, Jacob, and by the way, I'm just gonna say it. I want to do a big thumbs up to Jacob for losing a lot of fucking weight for his character in Spider-Man 3. Now, the official title of Spider-Man 3, we still have no trailer, but the official title of Spider-Man 3 is No Way Home. Now, of course, the title reference to the end credit scene of Far From Home, when everybody knows he's Spider-Man, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, but he has no way home, meaning he's going to be running away a lot. Now, there are so many expectation and theories around that movie. I mean, I think I've never seen a movie, except for like maybe Endgame, that has so many different theories for that movie. We have no trailer. We have I think we have 3 pictures. The two pictures are just Zendaya, Ned, MJ, and Peter looking at something we didn't know what he's looking at. A computer outside of the window and somewhere else. So we have no idea we have no thing from that movie. I think we have one scene when Zenda's working, and apparently this movie will take place during Christmas Day too, Christmas time in that movie. So again, there's a lot happening. So No Way Home, the official title of Spider-Man 3. Of course, it has home in it. I think we all knew it was gonna be a home because there's so many home joke about it. So Jamie Foxx is confirmed to be in the movie as later argued before. And then we have, I always forget his name, but the Doctor Octopus for Spider-Man 2. I always forget his name, but he's gonna be in that movie. But they're gonna wear completely different suits, which is really interesting. I mean, because I think nobody loved the Electro for Spider-Man 2. I think we all hated him. Like he was not. I mean, I'm gonna say this: Jamie Foxx is a talented actor, but I don't think in that time he was ready to play a comic book movie as a villain. The TV compared to like Thanos or other movies, like it's he is a really weak villain player. Now there's a lot of theories that Ned is gonna become Hot Goblin, because in the comics, again, that's what happens. I haven't read much of Spider-Man comics, but people saying he's gonna become Hot Goblin. That's why he lost a lot of the weight. What do you think about that?
Well, I read the comics as well, and like Marvel usually follows the comics. They're usually really strict on that, especially since like respecting Stanley since he has passed. They can't be like, oh, we can't just like change it up and like not do what he wanted.
Of course, yeah. So you think that so again, if we see, I think Spider-Man 2 will introduce us to Norman Osborn. I hope because of course, if you're listening to the old Avengers Star Wars is now property of Obscure. So I think listen if you I think we're gonna get Sinister Six eventually in this series in that movies. Uh, I also just thinking. So Tom Holland said that Spider-Man 3 is his last deal with the MCU. I think, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna extend his contract after the Spider-Man movie because I'm pretty sure people are thinking that he's gonna be the third Spider-Man, which I would love to. Because I think now Tony is gone. I think Strange is gonna be like the new father figure for Peter because now Iron Man is gone, of course. So what do you think about the theory of the Sinister Six? Like, would you want or how would you react if they do like a trailer for Spider-Man 3 and we see part of each of the Sinister Six?
I think it would be really cool because like we see them in the comics, but in like the cartoons, the little cartoons that they've made.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh yeah. He was in black suit. The Spectacular Spider-Man. Love that show so much. Yeah.
but it would be really cool because we've never really seen much of them. But we would get like Green Goblin. I forgot one of the oh frick. We
So
would
right
get
now
Doc Ock.
in the MCU we have Vulture.
Yeah.
I don't care if people say what's his name for for home villain. What I always forget his name.
Mysterio.
Yes, thank you. I always forget his name. So Rizuru he's not dead. I don't give a fuck. People say he is not dead. If you watch the comics, he died so many times, which came back to life. We have I think Scorpion in the Homecoming. He had like a little tattoo. So Scorpion is there. I guess we can add Doctor Octopus to the to the thing because he's confirmed. Jamie Foxx Electro. And we're missing one more.
I forgot his name. I know what his character looks like. He has like he has like fur around him. He's like a hunter or something.
Oh, Crave the Hunter?
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, Craven the Hunter. Okay, because sorry for that, guys. And Far From Home, it started Far From Home. People were saying like where he was fighting, that was Craven the Hunter man's. Like one of them was like wearing like a jaguar, like no like a panther thing, whatever when you call it. Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna say this. I know everybody wants a Spideyverse. We all do. We're gonna don't worry, us. We're eventually gonna get it. Disney knows if they do that, they're gonna make money. If there's no doubt about it, if they do drop a trailer with the three Spider-Man in one trailer, that movie is gonna break. I mean, I hope by the time Spider-Man 3 comes out, so it's supposed to be. It's right now. It has released for December 2021, so Christmas Day. I hope by that time the pandemic is gone or like it gets a lot better, so theaters can open again. Because I just want to see Spider-Man 3 in theaters. If they draw a trailer with like the three Spider-Man, how much money that will make? A lot of fucking money. There's no doubt about it. And Tom Holland said in one of the action scenes that they filmed Spider-Man 3, it's definitely 100% the best action scene in comic book history. Now, I said this in the past. My favorite comic book movie is The Dark Knight. Over any Marvel movies, I just think that movie was brilliant. Christopher Nolan and the Joker of Heath Ledger. Do you? So when he said the best action scene of all time, me, I'm taking with the three Spider-Man fighting Sinister Six. That for me would be the best action scene of all time.
Yeah.
I think there's no doubt about it. Like seeing three Spider-Man work together as a team. And I'm gonna say this: if they bring T Spider-Man to three Spider-Man, I think Toby Spider-Man will be a lot older. Because I think what they would do, they wouldn't choose them as we last see them. I think they would age actually because of J.K. Simmons is in there, played the same character, but he aged. He has no hair now. Or whatever. In the Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, he had hair. Jeremy Jameson and Far From Home and Crazy Scene, he didn't. So I think that's a hint that if they brought Toby, he's gonna be a lot older. I think he's gonna be a mentor to Tom Spider-Man. And
Yeah.
Andrew, I don't honestly know with Andrew. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not a fan of Andrew Spider-Man. I don't like.
Well, I think since they might be fighting the Sinister Six, they both have had experience. Like all three of them have had
Yeah,
experience fighting at least two or one members
yeah.
of the Sinister Six.
Toby fought Doctor Octopus, and Andrew fought Electro. But again, they're going to be the same actor with different characters. Like
Mhm.
they're going to play the same villain, so Electro and Doc Ock, but they're going to be different characters. Like they're not the same suits and power. So I don't know what to do. I know Amazing Spider-Man 2 I think if we would have get a third Spider-Man movie with Andrew, we would have get Sinister Six. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I don't know how Terminator 3 is gonna end up with Tom's, but I would love to see that movie. Like I was kind of pissed, like when Disney like did a deal with Sony to bring Spider-Man to their thing. I was pissed. Like I really wanted to see the Sinister Six in live action with Andrews.
Well, I think uh, this next one is because like at the end, Mysterio was like, "Oh, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. He killed me."
Yeah,
I think like during one of the plots of the movie is him on the run because everyone's after him for like the murder of
yeah. That's
not
what it's called,
Magneto.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think the No Way Home. And people were thinking about like, what if No Way Home he's gonna go through the multiverse? No, he's gonna run away from
Home.
anybody because everybody thinks he killed. Because if don't forget, in Far From Home, the hero is was Mysterio from everybody in the movie. So that was really interesting. So yeah, Spider-Man 3 is coming out on the 25th December 2021. I'm hoping we get a trailer soon, or like either a teaser, because they've been filming since I think they said October. In
Mm-hmm.
October, they had to shut down a couple of times because of COVID, but I know Doctor Strange 2 is it's gonna end up wrapping on the 26th of April. I don't know how they know exactly when it's gonna stop filming, but they said 26th of April it's gonna be done filming. So we might get Doctor Strange sooner than we think. So I'm guessing May 2022. Because right now I think Doctor Strange is scheduled for the end of 2022, but I think we might get it mid 2022 if they actually do finish filming 26th of April this year.
Yeah.
So that'd be really nice. Because they're not done filming Spider-Man 3 yet, and it's coming in December, which is in 10 months. That's really all right. So next thing, just the trailer talk really quick about it. So they finally released the official trailer. My favorite thing from that trailer was the Dark Suit Superman. If you watch the comics, you know that Dark Suit Superman is a lot more powerful than normal Superman, and he has a lot of different things. What was your reaction, really quick, to the Justice League trailer?
I thought it was really good. I thought the first Justice League wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't very good, but I'm pretty excited about the new one. I think like they really, uh, uh, I don't know the word, really fixed things, like really
Oh
like
yeah,
adjusted things to
it's
make
gonna be
it seem
dark
better.
movie, like because Zack Snyder said when he again, if you guys didn't know, Zack Snyder didn't direct. Well, he directed a little bit of Justice League, but James Whedon that directed the first, second Avengers took over and changed everything that Zack did. Well, sorry, when he did the film everything, and well, he fucked it up. We all know that. So I love the fact that he used Hallelujah as the song for the trailer. I love that fucking song. Every time I hear that song for movies. The last time I heard that song in the movie was in Watchmen. If you remember that movie, that would do it. He used a lot for the trailer for Watchmen. He used Hallelujah. So in
Mhm.
Watchmen for us, it's DC of course, and Zack Snyder did direct Watchmen. So that was a little maybe callback to this. I don't know. I'm excited for Justice League. It's coming out. It's officially 4 hours and 2 minutes. Like I told you before we started recording, Zack Snyder said they locked at 4 hours and 2 minutes. I'm gonna say like 3 hours and 50 minutes because there's like 10 minutes of like credits. But that's a long ass thing, and they're gonna release in one go. People were saying they're gonna release like 4 parts. No, they're gonna release in one go on HBO. I mean, I'm gonna go on online find it for free. I'm gonna pay $80 just to watch one movie for HBO, but I'm excited for this.
Is Ezra
Jeff.
going to be the Flash? Is the Flash in
Oh
this?
yeah, yeah. Ezra is a Flash. Don't worry about that. And he's getting
Oh,
his
okay.
own movie too. And I think in the movie they're gonna introduce us to, because I know Superman and Lois just came out recently, and apparently they're gonna tie it up that Superman to the no, sorry, no, they said that he's getting his own movie as well.
Mhm.
I can't fucking wait for this honestly, because I think the Flash from the Justice League was better than the Flash from the series, the whatever it's called, the Flash. I mean, I love the Flash from that one, and I love when they did the multiverse in the DC. The two Flash, man, I love that. I mean, Ezra again. I think the best thing of Justice League was definitely Flash and his funny lines and everything. So yeah. Next thing, Deadpool rated R. Now, I, I see a lot of people on me go that they're not a fan of Deadpool being in the MCU because, of course, he's different from all the other characters. He breaks a fourth wall. He's he has like he's overpowered. He can be killed. I mean, in the comics, he kills the entirety of the Marvel characters. One of the comics, which is I don't know how the fuck he killed Hulk or whatever, but yeah. So what are your thoughts about? I mean, I don't think we talked about it before, but what's your thought about Deadpool getting rated R in the MCU as a Disney property?
I'm really excited for it, but I think it's really weird because Marvel has always been like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's for kids because there's always really dark subjects in Marvel. Like,
Yeah, and there's
even
also
if it's
some,
like,
and a lot of times there's always some a hidden dirty joke, which is I don't know how they do it, but yeah. So yeah, again, it's not everything for kids, but yeah.
yeah. So I think like most Marvel movies have like very dirty jokes in it, but it's like not
Yeah,
like very like upfront, very like forward. It's very like
yeah.
quiet.
Quite, yeah. And well, yeah, if you like think of like Infinity War and Endgame, those movies were not really for kids. I mean, Infinity War starts and you see Thanos just snapping Loki's neck. So like, it is what it is, but it's not as much as you think it would be for whatever. Something that I didn't mention that I want to talk about really quick. Ethan Hawke. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a really good actor. One of my favorite movies for him is Sinister, which is a really good horror movie. He's gonna be the villain opposite Oscar Isaac, also gonna play Paul in the MCU as the Moon Knight villain. That was quick. Now I'll talk about it really quick. I think that's really really nice. The other thing I'm gonna cover really quick is apparently I don't know if this is true, but Charlie Fox apparently has already wrapped filming Spider-Man 3. Well, of course, is what's his name? I was forgetting his name. The character he plays. What's his name?
Who?
The blind dude. I was for man, I have such a bad memory, don't I?
I know who you're talking about.
Is it something that I don't think? I mean, you guys don't talk. I can't. I really can't tell you the name. I feel so bad for it. I really do. I mean, I should probably know who that is. What if I click? Dude, I feel so bad for. I know it's Charlie Cox is the actor. What's the name of the character he plays? I never. I was a big fan of. I can't even find it. Okay, anyways, you know who I'm talking about. I guess I don't have to. He's gonna be Peter's lawyer because in the his character is a lawyer. So I mean, I don't know if that's gonna be true or not, but if that happens,
Oh, are you talking about I might
Daredevil.
be wrong. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I just remember. Oh my god, I have literally the worst memory of all. Like, there's no joke about it. Like, I have the worst memory. I don't feel bad about it. Whatever. Like, I know I don't have a good memory in general. Also, quick thing. Liam Neeson, he's retiring after. So apparently they offer him a part in Wonder Woman 3. He's gonna be part of it, and he's gonna be part of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So we all know he was Qui-Gon Jinn. Again, I told you before, my favorite Jedi in the entire Star Wars universe is Qui-Gon Jinn. So I'm gonna welcome him anytime. Come back to us. I love it. I mean, he's gonna be a Force Ghost, of course, in that. Um, always also rest in peace to Christopher Plummer. I did post it on Instagram. If you guys want to follow us, Nerd Talk 2020 our Instagram official page. Christopher Plummer, he was known for a lot of movies. He was a director, writer, actor. Rest is him. There's only two more to talk about. So the second last, Pedro Pascal. playing Joel in The Last of Us HBO series of the adaptation of the Sony PlayStation franchise, The Last of Us. I am super excited to see Pedro Pascal playing
Yeah.
Joel. I mean, if you took like Pedro Pascal with a beard and Joel, they look just same. Like they actually do look just the same. So that's really excited to see. What was your reaction to seeing Pedro Pascal was confirmed to be Joel?
I said this before, but I really think it fits like him as a person, like him in real life as well. Like I
Yeah.
think it really fits him because like in the game he's taking care of I forgot her name, the little girl.
What's her name? Yeah, tell you in 1 second. Isn't it Haley? Yeah, Haley.
I think yeah.
Yeah, Haley Williams.
So like it really fits because it's like a very father figure. They're
Yeah.
like alone and like they're trying to survive together. I'm really excited to see how they adapt this game into a real like. Is it a movie or a show?
So it's gonna be it's gonna be wait, good question. It was it a show or TV? I think it was a TV show. Pretty sure.
Turn
Yeah,
into a
yeah. Is
TV
it?
show.
It's gonna be a series. Yeah, it's gonna be a show. Yeah. So that's what I'm excited for. Who's playing Haley? I didn't see really quick. I know the actress. What was her name? To Last of Us 2 series. It's gonna be. By the way, it's gonna be out 2021, which I'm really excited for this year, of course. Who's playing Haley? Oh yeah, Bella Ramsey. I don't know where I know her from, but I think I know her. I know her face for sure. That's for sure. I saw her in other things before. But yeah, so it's basically got Joel and Bella Ramsey as Haley. Let me check really quick where she did. She's known for Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. Yeah, so that's the only thing, and the only thing I know her from, so Game of Thrones. So are you excited for? You played the game, right?
Yeah.
Did you play the second one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that Joel passed away. But spoiler alert, but I mean, I think everybody knew that by now, but it was, I was playing the game and I cried. I fucking cried when he killed. I was like, why? Just why would you kill Joel? Like, you're going to choose him back, like, middle of the game, and then you're going to kill him.
Yeah. But I
I don't
really.
understand.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't understand why they did it. It was too sad.
Well, I think it really adds like more character development, more like
Yeah.
stuff to Haley.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and again, I love the character. I can't wait to see Pedro Pascal because Pedro Pascal is gonna be Mandalorian season 3. I'm pretty sure he's gonna appear in the Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett. Pretty sure. So we'll see about that. Now, we'll talk about Gina Carano getting fired from the Mandalorian. Her character as Marshall. So I'm gonna let you take over this because I think you know more about me about this. So, what was your reaction to seeing that happening, or her getting kicked out or whatever at the Marvel Star Wars?
As much as I like her character, I loved her character. I think she really added to the Mandalorian. But her as a person, she has tweeted so many things that are like not okay on Twitter, and she has such like the Mandalorian has such a huge fan base and a young
Oh
fan base
yeah, I
as
mean it was the
well.
most. It was at the time it was the most watched TV show in the world. Right now it's WandaVision, but I mean, listen, Mandalorian just blew off for the first season. Of course, I think the reason it blew was Baby Yoda. I think we all agree on that. And yeah, so her getting kicked out of the Mandalorian show and her own show. I'm gonna say this. I think it's gonna change the entire show without her in it because she was not a big part of season 2. More like the last episode, and then it was episode 7 when they go back that villain. I forgot his name has a Boston accent. People were bitching. What did people bitch about the Boston accent? I loved it, honestly. I mean, I think when it comes to Boston, I think of Mark Wahlberg right away. I mean, I think he's the most famous Boston anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think that that's gonna change the entire show completely, or do you think that they're gonna like suck it up and like try to do the story without her in it?
I think they'll try to do it without her because in season 2 she was more of like a side character. She was a character, but she wasn't in as many of the episodes as season 1. She was like
Yes.
mainly doing her own thing. So like
Mhm.
as much as like you'll see like her missing, you'll like be like, oh, she's not in the show anymore. Like you won't see her anymore.
Yeah,
It won't be as of a big deal.
they're probably gonna like think of like it is good that she's not in behind the scene. Last I want to do Mandalorian is getting nominated at the Golden Globe for Best Drama Television Series. I don't know if it's the first or second season or like them combined. I saying that it would win. It would win the Golden Globe. I am hoping John Favreau deserve it. The entire cast, writers, and everybody that work on that series deserve that win. Um, Especially with the season 2 of like how many characters they introduced. Of course, with Yoda, Ahsoka, and Luke at the end. Even though that Luke didn't get a lot of love, I mean, at the time, yes, but of course, the CGI was. I mean, Disney they could have done it better. Like we're talking about Disney. We're not talking about like fucking DC with like the Steppenwolf and the mustache from Justice League. We're talking about Disney. I know Rogue One had a similar issue with with Leia and not talking
Tolkien, right?
yeah, talking Grand Moff talking whatever. I'm gonna say this. Grand Moff was better made than Leia. The last scene was just I don't know. I understand they were trying to connect A New Hope and to Rogue One, but it was not necessary.
Rushed.
It was rushed. Oh yeah, definitely was rushed. But I still I still think the best scene in the entire Disney movies is that Darth Vader scene, and of course they reproduced that with Luke and Mandalorian, which was amazing. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope.
All right, if you guys want to, you can go link in the description to the Nerd Talk Instagram page. We have Nerd Talk 2020. So right now, again, I would say before we end, we're trying to look for more people, of course, to join the show. If you know somebody or yourself wants to be part of my Claire, Madison, and Matthew and myself, we're big Marvel, DC, Star Wars fan, anything comic books or pop culture. Let us know in a comment, or if you want to, link in the description to everybody social media. So my Claire, Madison, Matthew, and also the Instagram page for Nerd Talk. If you want to follow us there, we always post news out there. I want to say thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. This was the 8th Nerd Talk. Hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Now to you guys in there. Peace. Thanks for watching.
Every time I take a ride, I feel alive with nowhere to go. I'm the king of the road. You're the queen of my